A particularly beautiful woman is a source of terror. As a rule, a beautiful woman is a terrible disappointment. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams; who looks inside, awakes. We are born at a given moment, in a given place, and, like vintage years of wine, we have the qualities of the year and of the season of which we are born. Astrology does not lay claim to anything more. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved but only outgrown. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth, and if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. Through pride we are ever deceiving ourselves. But deep down below the surface of the average conscience a still, small voice says to us, something is out of tune. If there is anything that we wish to change in the child, we should first examine it and see whether it is not something that could better be changed in ourselves. Dreams are the guiding words of the soul. Why should I henceforth not love my dreams and not make their riddling images into objects of my daily consideration? Without this playing with fantasy, no creative work has ever yet come to birth. The debt we owe to the play of the imagination is incalculable. Great talents are the most lovely and often the most dangerous fruits on the tree of humanity. They hang upon the most slender twigs that are easily snapped off. Sometimes, indeed, there is such a discrepancy between the genius and his human qualities that one has to ask oneself whether a little less talent might not have been better. Everyone knows nowadays that people have complexes. What is not so well known, though far more important theoretically, is that complexes can have us. The Christ symbol is of the greatest importance for psychology insofar as it is perhaps the most highly developed and differentiated symbol of the self, apart from the figure of the Buddha. Sometimes, indeed, there is such a discrepancy between the genius and his human qualities that one has to ask oneself whether a little less talent might not have been better. We are in a far better position to observe instincts in animals or in primitives than in ourselves. This is due to the fact that we have grown accustomed to scrutinizing our own actions and to seeking rational explanations for them. Everyone knows nowadays that people have complexes. What is not so well known, though far more important theoretically, is that complexes can have us. Our heart glows, and secret unrest gnaws at the root of our being. Dealing with the unconscious has become a question of life for us.